Hi guys, it's Graham from the Bargain Guy channel. How you doing? It's been a little while since my last video. My favourite videos was the night vision goggles or night vision camera, and I've gone for another one, and this is it. How's that? Look at that. If there was anything that made you look stupid, it's these. These are the GTmedia N4 goggles. They've been around a while. I paid £60 for them from AliExpress. What they do is they go on your head, GoPro mount, tighten that up, and you've got the goggles sitting up, and then you've got the goggles coming down. Similar idea to the other camera, night vision camera that I had in my first video. Exactly sort of the same sort of scenario, except they are strapped to your head, which is brilliant. So buttons, standby mode, so night vision or day vision, menu, so you can access the menu for changing dates, wiping the card and stuff like that. In the shot type, so you can have a photograph, you can have a video, and you can also have a review of your shots and videos. So nice and easy, straightforward. When you're in night vision mode, you've got these up and down infrared intensifiers, so you've got plus and minus. If you're looking further away, you can increase the intensity and you will get a better picture from it for a distance, and you can bring it back just like you would use on the light on the top of your camera. If you're doing night vision, you can alter it up and down, can't you? What do they do? Same as the other camera. This one is the infrared beam, and it comes back to this one, and it's manual focus like that. And the only thing I don't like about it is, for starters, is if you're sweeping across and you've got a hedge or whatever's in front of you, a close building, and then you move to somewhere more open like a field, if you've got it focused on the field, then fine, but when you come back to the hedge, it won't autofocus. So that's slightly annoying, because we're used to autofocus on our cameras and modern proper cameras, aren't we? But let's just go around and have a look and see what's on it. Underneath, you've got tripod mount, standard. You also have a tripod mount on the top, but it's currently occupied by this what do you call them, shovels or whatever you call them, and it's GoPro style, and that gives you the maneuverability. I suppose you could use that on a GoPro, just that alone, if you wanted to do some GoPro action during the day. So as I said, you've got the focus on there, and these look like they do something. I think they do, but well, I've yet to try them. You've got a really tight port there for your SD card, microSD, and you've also got a USB-C charging point. You are allowed to transfer your videos from that port to your computer, but what I do is I just take the card out and transfer it that way. It does come with a dongle to put your card in, and there it is, but the access hole for your SD card is so close to the little that thing there that it's very hard to get in and it's very hard to get out. So I don't use that, and also it seems to be already bent at the end, so I'm not going to use that. I'm just going to use my own that I've got a load of them at home. Okay, so hopefully you've seen a little bit of the footage. I'm going to show you some more. So hopefully you've seen the footage. It's a little bit grainy, yes. It's like the other camera, yes. Now, this video setup here offers 1080p HD. It says, and it is, but it's not like 4K. And it's normally 4:3 as standard ratio. You can't alter it on the menu to 16:9, and you think, wow, I'm going to get 16:9, but it doesn't. All it does is it takes the 4:3 and it stretches it. So the video footage that you've seen, I've had to squeeze it back in to 4:3 because it looks pretty terrible. I mean, you know, a Lighthouse is fairly straight, isn't it? This one looked like that on the white angle. But I've also, you'll have seen images of some hills when I was in the countryside in Northumberland, and you'll see the farmhouse lights in the distance, and there was an outbuilding further along, but you can definitely see the outline of the hills in the distance, which were about up to a mile away in total. So really good coverage of that. All sorts of uses. Obviously, if you're in the US, you're going to use this for hunting, watching animals at night time, that kind of thing. We don't tend to do that here in the UK unless you've got a proper license and all that sort of thing. So it's not something I recommend. It's more of a toy. Okay. Now there's two aspects to this. One, if you're looking for video quality, you're not going to get high res images, and two, the whole point of it is it's a fun thing to use. It's a fun thing to have. So if you bought your kid one, or your husband, your partner, your wife, and you go out and about at night time, you and the kids, and you let them use this, they're going to have a great deal of fun, aren't they? Because they're going to see something they wouldn't normally see. They're going to be able to see in the dark, which is, you know, it's... Anyway, £60. I think it's really good quality build. Proper hard plastic. There are some rubber bits to it, which may well perish eventually. But if you look at the sight options, they're just like binoculars. And they're great for people with spectacles, because they do fit onto your spectacles. It takes getting used to, because you can adjust that bit going back and forward and using the little screw that comes with it to make it easier on your eyes. And the menu inside is really clear when you're even in the middle of darkness. The one downside is, and this is probably true of all night vision cameras, goggles, and something that maybe the military get used to, is you lose your kind of awareness of where you are. So you put them on, turn them on, and you're concentrating on looking out, but you're forgetting where you are. You can't really see around you too much because it's dark, obviously. So you lose that spatial awareness of where you are. But, you know, as a kind of a semi-professional toy, I think they're really good fun and really useful. And you take them on holiday, take them out at the weekends, go in a big back garden, going in the lakes, going to the sea side like I did. Anywhere where there's some kind of terrain or relief, ideal. You know, even if you're just looking in the field and you see rabbits or sheep going by, I think they're well worth the money. So what do you get? You get the box. That's what it looks like. There's lots of people done reviews already, and so I'm not going to go too much into it. So you get the actual set of goggles. You get the slide rail that goes along the top. It just slots into the shoe type mechanism like you have on cameras, and you get the headband which connects to it. You get this nice case, actually, nice hardware and case with GTmedia written on it, and there's compartments in there, and there's a strap to hold the camera down. You get that NAF SD card reader. It does work, but yeah, I've seen better ones. Obviously you get instructions. It's just a matter of playing with it and messing about with the settings. Setting the clock is rather awkward, but you learn the combinations of the buttons, the up and down, and you put all the date and time on, and then you press it, and then it goes back to where you were originally, and it still shows 2018 or something like that. USB cable, it's a decent USB-C cable. It's got a decent thickness on it and length, unlike them little tiny ones that you get. And one of them bags, you know, just to pop the item in, if you're bothered about that. But that carry case, you know, you're going out for the night with the kids, family, just take it like that. It's all in. Happy days. So one of the things I did on the video, you'll notice, there was some colour footage of some bushes with some red berries on them. It does do a colour mode at night time, but you don't get as much of the effect of the infrared. But you will be able to see it was pitch black if you look, but you can see the berries on the trees, or the flowers or whatever, the red berries and whatever. So yeah, I thought that was a really good feature. And one of the other things I did in the video, if you noticed, is I turned it green to give it a bit more like a military feel to the images. And the way I did that was I put the video into my video processor. Obviously I use a video program for doing my YouTube videos, and I put it all in there, mix the graphics, and I put it in there. And the only thing I changed was the tint. And the tint option, if you pushed it right at the top, you got this green style nighttime vision military style camera that you would, you know, you'd be paying like thousands of pounds for. So it was a quick and easy way to make it a bit more authentic, because black and white or grey doesn't look really helpful at all. It doesn't really distinguish between various different things, especially if you're looking at trees. But certainly on the hill shots and the island shot of the lighthouse, it does enhance your visual experience, shall we say. So that's about it. I'm not going to go on too much more. If you like these videos, please like them, obviously, and can you subscribe, because I've only got 20 subscribers, and I put some nice stuff on, and it's quite interesting. I try to make it funny if I can. Don't forget to put a comment down as well. I'd like to hear what you think about these things. Would you like to buy one? Have you bought one? Are they any good? Put a comment in. It doesn't have to be too much. And we'll see you next time.